Thanks for joining me. My name is Elysabeth Alfano. Come with me as I go behind the scenes on FearNoArtChicago.com to get into the hearts and minds and souls of Chicago's artists. Today, I'll be speaking with Rick Kogan, host of Chicago Live, to see just how this incredible show comes together. Tell me about the format of the show and how it came to be.
Well, it was a crackpot idea of me and some other people at the Tribune to try to bring the Chicago Tribune to life on stage, where we would interview newsmakers, interview entertainers, and then Second City got involved. If someone said, ooh, the Tribune's gonna put on a show, people would go, oh. Collaborating with the Second City not only gives it credibility, but it gives it a real kind of topical spark.
A rare form of roadkill, usually found only in Mexico, was discovered in rural Minnesota and identified as a chupacabra. Bewildered wildlife experts apparently haven't been to Taco Bell in a while, where the chupacabra sells for 79 cents.
And they sort of spice the show. They pepper it with their humor, while we get into some very serious things and some not so serious things.
So you do cover everything, the arts and politics and
literature,
film and theater.
Yeah, I mean, we try. It really is, Elizabeth, a reflection of the miracle that is a daily newspaper.
Bottom line, taxpayers have to get their money's worth.
And if they don't, you don't get your money.
Well,
is that what you're saying?
I should be fired.
Nothing, I think, is out of bounds here. It is a theater, and it is a show. It's eclectic. I think the interesting thing, too, is some of these people are removed from what they consider their comfort zone. The comfort zone is having someone come in your office on the 5th floor at City Hall and sit there with a pad of paper and answer questions. It's vastly different when there is an audience out there reacting to everything you say. It was a typical early December day, Sunday, December 7th, 1941, when news of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor reached us here around noon. I think it gives it a really kind of interesting edge.
Yes, and I think you really get sort of the personal side to things.
Well, we try, and I think you do. I mean, I asked the mayor a very pointed question, probably the first person to ask him, where are your kids going to school?
I remember.
And he refused to answer. It's none of your business. And he stayed that way. Are the kids excited to be coming back to Chicago?
Yes, they're very excited.
Where are they going to go to school?
None of your business.
Joy for me is sort of uncover things like the Albany Park Theater Project, to uncover those hidden gems.
So tell me, over the decades, who has been your most favorite interview?
I'll tell you something, it was a guy on the exit ramp of the Eisenhower Expressway who sold peanuts, $1 a bag, a man named Thomas Gaither, who did it 6 days a week for more than 20 years without complaint, without whining. I said, you know, it gets really hot here, it gets really cold here. He goes, well, but every day you wake up is a new day. He put 2 kids through college doing that as a single father.
Selling peanuts.
At $1 a bag.
Oh, I love these stories.
Yeah. Yes. That's, you know, some of these stories, some of the things I cover and you cover, don't deserve front page news, but they are stories that deserve to be told because this is part of the fabric of this city. It's not all about celebrity. And it's not all about money. It is about people in neighborhoods doing something out of their own inherent passion.
And people connect to this.
Absolutely.
And that, to me, is the web of the city. Now, I know tonight you're going to be interviewing Steve James and Alex Kotlowitz.
They're riveting film called The Interrupters, and it's an important, it is a very important film. This is a world of violence, and this film focuses on 3 guys, once very violent guys, who are trying to help.
I would say to them, look, we're struggling out here, and they want to tell the story, and they want to tell the story correctly about what it is that we need.
I'm very excited to talk to them, and I know you are too, so thank you very much for having me here.
It's the greatest show on television, this show. Thanks, honey. Thanks for doing what you do, too.
There's an artist and a creative spirit around every corner and in a few old theaters. Join me on the next FearNoArtChicago.com as we get into the unique and fascinating world of the independent artist.
Mark Smith, the creator and inventor of the Poetry Slam. You know, you're not seeing Mark Smith on morning TV shows. You're seeing him here.
And on our show.
And on your show. And Tony Fitzpatrick, who we wanted. Yeah, this is like the perfect thing. Your show is my show, is your show is my show.
Except you have many, many more years experience at this than I do. So tell me, over the decades.
I have many more years of experience at almost anything than anybody does, yeah.